I figured that I would start by a video that will show you the evolution of YouTube instead of me just saying it. Let me use video, and here we go.
When we first started, it was just trying to share these clips with one another.
We saw the power of simplifying a process and giving everyone a solution.
Hi YouTube, we just want to say thank you. Today we have some exciting news for you. We've been acquired by Google.
Hello?
Johnny, that really hurt.
I'm Clara. I'm 91 years old.
This is the CNN YouTube debate.
Yes, we can.
One of the features of growing old is heightened awareness of change.
Is this real life?
Oh my God, you're walking.
We can't handle this.
Justin Bieber's getting ready to go down.
People who are taking these pictures are literally risking their lives to do what they're doing, and YouTube gives them a venue.
Devices on. Yeah.
So that's the last 7 years with YouTube. And today, companies are propelled from two folks in a garage and a great idea to unimaginable heights in terms of business, consumer demand, and market evaluations, generally by a contrarian theory, which is only believed by a few. And Google, since the acquisition of YouTube, has embraced the YouTube contrarian theory very well. Just last year, YouTube streamed over 1 trillion views, which is about 140 views for every single person on the planet. Now, these numbers are really hard to imagine, but the videos, they're quite easy to understand. Most of you probably here know how to tie a tie. There are quite a lot of people who don't. And over 2 million folks have received help from this guy over here, including myself a couple years ago. Kate's wedding was streamed 72 million times to over 188 countries on YouTube. No pressure, single guys. The Olympic Games were awesome this year. It's one of the phenomenal events. It's coming to the region to you guys. It's unbelievable. YouTube, for the first time, streamed the Olympics to 64 countries where in the past Olympics were never seen. People in the countries like Uganda, Singapore, Zimbabwe, etc., were able to see their countrymen compete in the Olympics. And they were streamed over 300 million times on YouTube, and the number of concurrent streamers was more than 500,000, which is 8 times the size of and the capacity of one of the largest stadiums here, which name is escaping me now. Which one? River? It's a different one than what you told me the last time. Anyway, it's amazing how many people at the same time are watching videos on YouTube and how they're embracing the Olympic spirit. Batman was the largest and biggest blockbuster of this year, yet over the course of 1 week, there were more people who watched a little 30-minute film on YouTube called Kyncl 2012. How many of you have heard about it or seen it? Wow, quite a few. It was a very impactful film. Now, all of these creators, all of these viral videos, political movements, life-changing events, all of those are happening on YouTube. YouTube reflects us, it reflects life. And in the makeshift studios all around the world, from makeshift studios, bedrooms, garages, to big professional studios, there are creators creating amazing content, and they're not just creating individual videos, they're creating channels, they're building audiences, and they're building audiences the same way that TV channels such as TN Noticias or Cyncl have created it over the past many years. They're super serving the underserved, and they're broadcasting it to the global audience. I think we're on the cusp of the next major revolution. We call it the third revolution of media. And if you go back a few decades, whether it's here in Argentina, whether it's in Europe or in the United States, there were always just a handful of broadcast channels, and they were really big. You have 3 of those mentioned here. The 2 on top are actually our great partners, and we're very happy to be in business with them. And broadcast channels all around the world have commanded 100% of the viewership. And then cable, technology revolution came around, and cable came, and satellite came, and gave birth to many more channels, which were born on that platform. And today, if you average it all around the world, between all the different regions, about 75% of time spent on television is spent on cable and satellite channels, and about 25% is spent on the broadcast networks. And that's a major shift. And we believe that this major shift may continue because of the internet, and the internet may bring next 1,000 channels. If you believe that the internet will be to cable what cable was to broadcast, then you will see thousands of channels on the internet, and we hope that those thousands of channels will be on YouTube. And if consumption moves along with that, then it will have a profound impact on business, and profound in a sense that Nikesh was talking about. Now, Casi Angeles has grown to a major, major success on YouTube with over 320 million views. That's phenomenal. It's an amazing audience that they were able to achieve. Los Cafres, another big success on YouTube. More than 32 million views, which is greater than, I'm trying to remember. Speak louder. Oh, HBO and Entertainment Tonight. These are amazing, amazing audiences that are being created, and they are coming to us, where they're talking to us, they're creating on their own, and just creating content that is gaining and finding audiences on YouTube. And it's not just individuals, it's also companies. The record labels, they embraced YouTube very early on. Over the past, in the previous decades, music videos were a cost item on the record label's P&L. They were a marketing cost item. And as the record label business was coming under pressure, again, the pressure that Nikesh was describing, YouTube came around, and the record labels innovated very quickly and embraced YouTube, and suddenly turned the cost item on the P&L to a profit center. That's adapting to a change, and that's acting bravely. That's starting to learn your customer and grow with your customer. They started to transform the business, and they saw a platform that they could take a cost item and make it a profit item. That's phenomenal, and we're very happy to be part of that. And it didn't stop with that. It didn't stop with the professionally made videos. They also licensed YouTube the rights to sound recordings that a lot of different folks around the world take and attach them to other videos that they make. And we've created a phenomenal business out of these fan covers of very famous songs, that now the revenue from the fan covers is roughly equal to the revenue from professional videos. It's amazing new business that the record labels created from their art. So they've truly embraced the disruptive nature of YouTube, and have grown with it. Katy Perry's California Girls song has racked up hundreds of millions of views, yet the fan covers have gone to about 50% more all combined. And that is a major change. That is what's popular today. That is where your audience is. And that is where you want to be if you want to reach them. Now, there's a lot of content coming to YouTube, and the content's getting better and better. And we work very hard in every region to make sure that we have a lot of locally relevant content. Last year, we streamed Copa America, got more than 200 million views on it. It was just phenomenal success with some amazing advertisers that are probably sitting right here in the audience. And we brought it to many countries around the world. We're extremely proud of doing this work here. Rock in Rio. You know, it's amazing to bring the culture of one nation to the whole world. We got more than 11 million views on it in just a few days. It's just an astounding statistic. It's so many people all around the world, again, tapping into what's happening in Latin America. But it doesn't stop at that. There are major programming brands that are today embracing YouTube. Disney is one of those. Sorry. Disney is one of those. And Disney has always been on the cutting edge of content and technology. And they've recently concluded an agreement with us about 9 months ago and have worked very hard to create a phenomenal presence on YouTube, setting up multiple channels to reach their audience. So why don't you take a look at their work?
This is Taylor Rosenbauer, just here to tell you about a new partnership between myself and the Disney Network on YouTube.
It's a good day to be you. The breeze blowing at your back. It's about time to be free. Rolling on the right track. 'Cause it's your world. Ooh, nothing but blue skies for a while. It's your world. Sunshine in your smile. There's no need to sound the alarm. If you wake up singing a song, that's just a beautiful sound.
I saw Tom flying like a catbird.
It's your world, ooh, nothing but blue skies for a while. It's your world, ooh, there's sunshine in your smile.
So Disney became very brave and embraced YouTube, and we love working with them and see what they do. And I'm pleased to say that now they've joined the billion view club on YouTube. They're one of the few companies that have amassed 1 billion views. Amazing velocity, and they're just flying. So it's great to see big, beloved brands embrace us. But it's not just big, beloved brands. There's also other individuals. Sofia Vergara. Great example of someone who is now going to share a different side of herself than what everyone in the world knows her for. And she launched a channel called Nuevon on YouTube, and she's sharing just the personal side of herself on it. And she recently streamed her engagement on it as well. So people can follow Sofia with great interest on YouTube. But Sofia is a great example of how the world is changing. If you look at the last 20, 30 years, every Latin star that wanted to make it in America had to Americanize. I had to Americanize to come from Czech Republic. Every star in the United States had to Americanize. Sofia didn't. America embraced her for who she is. They embraced her because of her accent, because of her culture, because she's different. And that kind of way, America is now embracing online video. Europe is embracing online video. Latin America is embracing online video, the same way America embraced Sofia. We all are embracing online video with a phenomenal way, great speed of things, and we are bringing a lot of great content to YouTube. So I'll show you a video which will show you some of the great content that came to us over the last year from the region. So take a look.
Ya entregamos los jueves. ¡De verdad! Entregamos los viernes. ¿Alguien quiere entregar algo más?
A mí la verdad se me arma la cabeza perfecta pero lenta, ¿entendés? Claro, cuando estoy por decir la verdad se me ocurre una mentira más rápido.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡Hagamos 3 pases seguiditos! ¡3 pases! ¡No te pido 28 pases seguidos como Barcelona! ¡Te pido 3!
Vamos eligiendo el mismo hombre una y otra vez.
¿No? Que de repente pasan los años y vos te mirás y decís, ¿no? Como, ¿qué pasó acá?
I love what I do. It's fun to work with content and see people embrace it, and see the phenomenal consumer demand. But I gotta tell you, all of us at YouTube, we love TV as well. So I know we work on the internet, but we actually love TV. And the reason we do is TV knows how to make content easy to find. Now let me explain what I mean. Every time you want to watch content, you sort of have to know what you love, and then you have to know where to find and then play it. What you love and where to find it. And it's very easy on TV. You can record your preferences to your DVR if you have one, and then just come home and press a play button and it just plays. So you don't make the decision about what you love too often. It's just a few times in a year. On YouTube, it hasn't always been so easy over the years. It's been tougher to find lots of content coming at you. So we decided to learn from TV and make it really easy for people to tell us what they love so that we can make it very easy for them to come and simply play it. So last December, we introduced the guide on YouTube, which is a bar on the left side of the page, which allows you to save the channels that you love, just like when you program shows into your DVR. In the bar, you will see more and more intertwined with YouTube and be present in all of your devices, whether it's your iPad, your Android phone, computer, your TV. You will always see the guide if you log in. And it's very easy for you to then come to YouTube any time of the day and simply see the channels that you love. And when you do that, you start consuming a lot more and have a lot more fun with it. And you can also have fun with it at any part of the day. Why don't you take a look?
Good morning. I can feel your feet and they're
Stay vigilant, especially in the Middle East. As we look beyond the wars in Iraq.
This week, accusing the Weather Channel of having a clear and pronounced pro-weather bias.
I can feel your body, it's moving.
download the 2013 SRT Viper with a price tag of upwards of $100,000.
A movie? No, I don't think I.
I'm a fashion blogger, budget expert, and lover of both.
You spend the rest of your life finding out what they do.
This recipe is a great way to satisfy everybody.
That's what we're aiming for. 24 hours a day, anytime, interact with YouTube. And the good news is, this is actually working. Since December of last year, our subscriptions, people telling us, I want more from this channel, are up 2x. They doubled. We've also doubled the daily additions of subscriptions. And the people who subscribe consume twice as much in time spent than people who don't subscribe to channels. So this strategy, this user interface strategy, is working. People are engaging a lot more with YouTube and consuming a lot more time with us than they used to do. But I've spoken about content, and I've spoken about great user interface and engaging throughout the day. But there's one thing that I would be remiss to not mention, which is marketing. A few months ago, we announced to the world that we're committing more than $200 million over the next 12 months to help market our partners' content. And we market it on YouTube and the Google Display Network, because we fish where the fish are. And it's helping to drive even more viewership to a lot of the great channels that are being built on YouTube. So marketing is key to making the content discovered, and we are putting our money where our mouth is. We are delivering on what we're saying, and we already started to spend the money over the last few months, and we're driving our partners' success. Now, I was clicked too early on these. As we market, we're coming up with different innovative ways to drive campaigns. One of the things we do is we asked our partners back in July to submit their own trailers to us, or their own videos and promos for their own content, and we then use it to get inventory and drive their success. We also create ads that drive subscriptions to our partners' channels, and this ad that I'll show you is one of those that we're using. Why don't you take a look?
Find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love. Watch this. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Rotation. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Oh, everyone shredded. Who's hungry now?
Now, I hope that all of you find something or somebody to love on YouTube. For me, that somebody is all of you, because all of you hold the key to our success. There are some of you here who create content for us. There are a lot of you here who spend money with us, and money that makes all of this possible. And without the partnership of both of these groups, we couldn't take part of this revolution of video that is happening. So, A, thank you for it, quite a lot. And B, consumers are responding. A business is on fire. They're showing up, they're consuming more, and especially here in Latin America, business is growing incredibly fast. There's a reason why Nikesh and I are here. Consumer adoption and business is growing very, very rapidly, and this is a very important region to us. In the United States, I'll give you a little secret. In the United States, there are things that we started to develop around ads which are taking hold even faster in Latin America. And you all know it probably, but I'll say it again, TrueView. TrueView is an ad format that we came up, again, in the United States, and it's taking off faster here, which is amazing, which aligns all the objectives of the content owner, the advertiser, the user, and YouTube. Let me explain how this works. A user comes and sees ads which are optional, which is a novel idea. It was very difficult to skip ads, or when you skip them with your DVR, it's a lot of work and it's just not a great experience. We're making ads optional. And it doesn't seem like a great idea from your perspective, maybe, or from ours, but it actually is. Because you, the advertiser, you don't pay unless somebody actually watched the ad, which is quite novel. So the age-old saying that you're wasting 50% of your money, you don't know which 50, therefore you will continue to do the same, goes away here. You only pay for what is being watched. That is a big deal. That is quite new. Now, if you do that, we expect that over time this audience is much more valuable to you, and that you pay more, and because you have savings, there's no waste in the system, that you pay a little bit more for those views. And when you do that, our great content partners are making more money. And when they make more money, they make more content. And when they make more content, we have more and more users coming and watching it. Why? Because ads are optional and the friction is removed from the system. Nikesh had a big theme of removing friction from distribution. We're removing friction from advertising. And that is a huge deal, in our opinion. So we're betting YouTube on TrueView. And we're so thrilled that it's taking off so fast in Latin America. It's amazing to see. Now, in the United States, and this is, we haven't really shared this before. In the United States, if you take away display ads, banners, and if you take away mobile, because we're only starting to monetize now, so if you're just looking at desktop in-stream ads, TrueView, our revenue per hour is starting to exceed that on cable. That is a huge deal. Revenue per hour is starting to exceed cables. And as that continues, more and more content providers will start coming to us because we will become the preferred choice of content distribution because of the economics will simply make sense to them. Today, what people see is they see a blended average of everything across the whole world. So when they look at their numbers, they look low. But when you start isolating it and you look at certain markets, in this case, United States, and when you look at in-stream only ads on the desktop, revenue per hour is greater than cable. Now imagine when that catches up in Latin America, when it catches up in Europe, when it catches up in Asia. It will be incredibly powerful. So we're looking at the next 5 years, next 10 years of growth, not only in consumer adoption, but also in the underscoring metrics of monetization. And the trend is just up. So that is the reason why we're putting so much attention on YouTube, why we're pouring so many resources into driving growth, both on content as well as on marketing, and why we're putting so much effort into fine-tuning TrueView as the preferred ad format. And that's why we're so thrilled that you are embracing it here so widely. Now, a couple days ago, I was on YouTube, and I was watching some videos, probably preparing for this presentation, and I came across an ad, TrueView ad by Rolex. Now, a few years ago, Rolex wouldn't be caught dead on YouTube. I mean, they just would not touch our brand. Today, one of the premier luxury brands is doing skippable ads on YouTube. And I just thought back and realized, wow, how far have we come already? Sort of, what a shift. Same shift as Sofia Vergara being embraced by America for who she is. Rolex embracing YouTube for who we are. That's amazing. It's powerful. And it's, again, a bold brand taking steps that they had never taken before. So there are many of you in this audience that truly make what we do possible. And I want to share some of the magic moments for some of your campaigns and show some of those that have been appearing on YouTube over the last year.
So it's that kind of party. Hit it!
¿Sabes cómo se dice? La mujer con minifalda se agachó en francés. ¿Cómo? Se la vi.
Música ya.
Yo tengo un sapo que se llama Pepe.
Diana, arroz.
Now, when these phenomenal ads, when they're made optional, yet people watch them, you're crossing from being an advertiser to being a content provider. You are connecting with users a lot more than you used to in the past. It's an amazing thought that they had the option to not watch your advertisement, yet they did. The emotional connections that your brands are creating with the viewers on YouTube are much stronger than they used to be in the past, and than they are when the ads can't be skipped. It's amazing what's happening, and we're just incredibly thrilled to see this. So, I've talked about great content coming to YouTube. I've talked about phenomenal velocity of the business. And I spoke about you, what you do to make all of this possible, all of you in the audience. It's time for us to embrace the contrarian theory even more and build the next generation of channels and brands together. We can embrace it and lead, or we can wait for the consumers and then follow later. We choose to lead. So let's build the next generation of channels together. Let's build audiences together. Let's build the next brands together. Thank you.